I am glad to welcome you to the channel Auto Problems. Today we will talk about the problems and weak points of the car Volkswagen Arteon. Let's start, as usual, with power units. Let's start with the most popular gasoline power unit, namely the 2-liter turbo engine TSI with the index DKZ. We can say right away that there are no serious problems with this engine. It is quite reliable. Most of the shortcomings that the TSI engines had have already been eliminated. Therefore, it can be safely recommended for purchase. Among the most common problems, the short-lived plastic housing of the water pump is singled out. Oil leakage along the front of the valve cover is also common. In addition, even on European forums, people often complain about problems with the particulate filter. Apparently, the quality of the fuel does not have a strong effect on it. It is good that this engine is installed on almost all models of the VW concern. Even on such large and massive cars as the Kodiaq and Tiguan, it shows itself quite well. There should be no problems with maintenance due to its widespread use. All mechanics are familiar with it. There are many spare parts at dismantlers. Those who are still afraid of the abbreviation TSI can say with confidence that the problem of increased oil consumption has gone away. Such a drawback is no longer here. If such a problem is observed on a specific engine, then, most likely, this is due to high mileage or poor and untimely maintenance. In addition, stretching of the timing chain has also become a rare occurrence before a mileage of 150,000 kilometers. The 1.5-liter Volkswagen Data TSI engine can also be confidently called reliable. However, it is more demanding of fuel quality. Due to its lower prevalence, maintenance and repair are more expensive. Otherwise, this power unit can be safely recommended for purchase. Now let's talk about the most reliable engine that is installed on the Volkswagen Arteon. This is a 4-cylinder diesel engine, a 2-liter TDI. It appeared as a replacement for the old, good, and one might say legendary 1-liter 900th TDI. The only common problem with these engines is a leak in the camshaft seal, from which lubricant gets onto the timing belt. This can lead to a belt break and expensive engine repairs. The repair itself is very expensive. Therefore, it is better to regularly inspect the engine for leaks, especially before buying a car with such an engine. Another problem reported by some owners of the 2.0-liter TDI engine is a faulty diesel particulate filter, DPF. The DPF is responsible for reducing emissions by trapping particulate matter, but when clogged, it can lead to a loss of power and reduced fuel economy. In some cases, the DPF may need to be replaced. Some owners have also reported problems with the high-pressure fuel pump, which can lead to a loss of power and rough idling. If this problem occurs, the fuel pump may need to be replaced. With proper maintenance, the engine can last up to 400,000 kilometers. As for gearboxes, a 7-speed robot DQ381 or DSG7 is used here. There are no serious problems now, but in the first years, there were many complaints about hard gear shifting until the gearbox warms up. Nowadays, this problem is felt only when switching from 3rd to 2nd gear. You can ignore this or replace the hydraulics, but there is no complete certainty that the problem will disappear. Also, a common problem with this gearbox is the failure of the pressure sensor at a mileage of about 150,000 kilometers. Fortunately, the sensors and their replacement are inexpensive. Since this is a robot, there is a dual-mass flywheel, the service life of which greatly depends on the manner of operation. With a quiet ride, it can serve all 300,000 kilometers, but for some owners who prefer dynamic driving, it wears out up to 100,000 kilometers. The manufacturer itself stated a service life of 200,000 kilometers, but the box is capable of going more than 300,000 kilometers without intervention. The main condition is an oil change every 60,000 kilometers and moderate driving modes. Speaking of the all-wheel drive, the 5th-generation Haldex clutch is installed here. It is very reliable and wears out poorly. The only thing that can put it out of order is untimely oil change. There is nothing special or unique about the suspension. It is quite well built and strong. The first problems arise after 60,000 kilometers. The stabilizer struts need to be replaced. One of the problems reported in the Volkswagen Arteon airline is related to the car's suspension system. Some owners note that the suspension is too stiff, which makes driving on uneven roads uncomfortable. While the sport-tuned suspension is designed to provide better handling and performance, some owners may find it uncomfortable for everyday driving. Another issue reported in the Volkswagen Arteon R line is the car's brakes. Some owners have noted that the brakes can be too sensitive or grabby, making them difficult to apply smoothly. While this may be a matter of personal preference, it is important to ensure that the brakes are in good condition and do not require repair or adjustment. The paintwork remains of low quality. Chips and scratches easily appear on the car. The hood, windshield, and radiator grille are at risk. Therefore, it is better to glue the front of the car with armored film after purchase, not forgetting about the headlights, which often fog up after washing or in the rain. Due to the too thin metal, dents from small impacts easily appear on the body. Minor problems also include unstable operation of tire sensors and uneven wear of the front brake pads. To sum it up, it is worth noting that most of the problems of the Volkswagen Arteon are still related to the engine and transmission. This is especially true for the petrol versions. Although they got rid of many of the problems that plagued the TSI for many years, these are still loaded and high-tech engines that require proper and timely maintenance. In real life, this is rare, especially considering that this car is often purchased by young people because of its attractive appearance. Many of them neglect car maintenance. However, if you manage to find a copy that was in good hands, it will be a bargain. Otherwise, it is better to pay attention to the Volkswagen Passat. If you are the owner of Arteon, please describe the problems you had to face during the operation of the car. Perhaps your review will help viewers when choosing a car. That's all from me. Thank you all very much for your attention. I will be very grateful if you subscribe to the channel. See you soon.